We are here at SMU.
Just want to get this one polished.
You let me unbox
Yeah, that's all you, man.
We're on pace for arguably one of the best months in the history of the company.
The hands don't look right.
Pizza for lunch.
He just bought his first Rolex.
Preseason's over.
First Asian quarterback.
Complete fake.
I get a call at like 3 in the morning.
No better place than Grand Caliber, guys.
I think I'm gonna go with nope.
You've been on the emails with them. You got Ty and Alex, our marketing team.
Okay.
Ty actually is staying.
I am. Good to meet you, Kevin. Nice meeting you.
Ty Hertzen.
Good.
You guys had UNT last week.
Tickets, right? The 8 tickets?
Yeah.
They're gonna be in the regular stand, and I'll try to get you guys up. It's probably gonna be sold out. For the Lamar game, we had 26,000 people. We had almost 4,500 students. It's the largest student crowd we've ever had in the history of SMU.
You've been on the emails with these guys, Alex and Ty.
Hey, how's it going?
Ty.
Nice to meet you guys. Welcome to SMU.
Let's go see this guy's work.
Yeah.
I'll show them the playbook.
Can't let anybody see that.
On the big screen right now.
Oh, awesome. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you see this?
North end, we got the south end boards up. So
Looks way better.
it really does pop. It looks awesome.
What do you think? You see the Jumbotron up there? I like the moving graphic.
It looks really
It
good.
looks, yeah.
It looks really good.
So for those who don't know, before we had this, it was blue for Grand Caliber and then all white, and it would say the luxury watch destination. White will really bleed out on TV, especially during a day game. So we changed it to all navy dark with a animation. It captures the eyes a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks sharp. I think Alex did a great job.
What do you think?
Sweet.
Yeah? I wonder who made it, huh? Our stuff
It
looks
may-
good, but the
it
team
may
also
just
looks good.
No, they're good. I mean, this might be the best team that we've had since I've been here. They haven't even played a couple of their guys yet. You know, as the coach said, he said the preseason's over.
Yeah.
North Texas and Lamar, now the regular season with Maryland, TCU, Central Florida, Navy, Cincinnati, Houston.
$5 I can hit that far right one. What do you think?
Oh!
$5! So we are here at SMU with one of our partners. We partner with SMU, American Athletic Conference, and the Big 12. Super excited for this partnership. I haven't had the chance to come out here and look at the new signage. They had a game last week. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it, but we went back out to see Alex's wonderful work here. Really like the changes. Before, it was more of a static image, and there was a lot of white background, which we were told that it would really bleed out when it's on TV. So we changed it to a much darker background with a moving animation that I think pops a lot more. This is one of the many things that we're doing for our partnership. We'll roll into basketball season as well. I'm excited because I'll be here during the Iron Skillet. For those who don't know, that's the TCU versus SMU game. I know we have a lot of fans in the UK. This is, again, American football. This is really exciting. I think Alex did a wonderful job. It looks great in the stadium. And my hope is that last year, we go to the championship game. So last year, we went to Cincinnati. SMU is looking really good this year. I would love it if SMU can host the championship game because we're also partners with the Big 12 who play at Jerry World or AT&T in Dallas on the same day. They play at 11 or noon, and this conference championship would play around 3. So there's a chance that if SMU does host this season, we can go to back-to-back games. If not, we'll likely have to split up the team. One team goes to the Big 12 championship and one would go to the American Athletic Conference. Let us know your thoughts. I don't know how it looks on camera, but keep an eye out if you guys are watching on TV, any SMU game. I think it looks great. Let us know your thoughts. ESPN, ESPN Plus. This is honestly the first time that we've really marketed towards Dallas. Surprisingly, our Dallas market is fairly weak for us. We do most of our business outside the state of Texas. I think that's because our store isn't really built for having clients come in and feel comfortable and relaxed. It's more of an office setting. So we haven't really advertised much in the city of Dallas. We will as we expand the business. But this is really the first marketing ploy specifically for Dallas, is to partner with SMU. They have a wonderful fan base. It's not cheap to go to SMU. The Alumni Association is really strong. We'll be doing a lot of on-site activation there, meeting alumni, donors, things like that. I'm excited for this opportunity. I'm on the field, makes you feel like I'm back in high school. I used to play a little bit. Definitely not quarterback though. I couldn't catch, so I played corner. Oh, look at that duck throw. Hey, as long as the ball gets there, I can't throw a tight spiral. Not without cleats, you know. I gotta get my drill. Razor's hot. First Asian quarterback, never to happen. I got like 2 good plays and I'm out. I'm tired.
That was the social media push out. We'll talk to him, but maybe we do it for basketball. Okay. Since you're doing that half-court shot. Yeah. For here.
Any luck on the shot clock? We got that? We're working on it?
Right now, we're focusing on football November 7th. But yes, we're working on the shot clock. Like I said, if not, we're going to put you on the pad, which is, again, beautiful. TV visible signage.
Look at that.
And then you guys are up in the stadium club for the TCU game. Yeah, with display and everything, watches and everything.
Yeah, we'll probably bring some watches and a display
like a
case.
Pop-up shop?
Pop-up shop. I'll have probably Deja and probably Alfred run it. If we send 2 people, they should be included in the 8, I assume?
Yeah.
Yes.
You would have 8 tickets here. They'll get a vendor pass to go up there.
They'll get wristbands, they'll get staff credentials, all that good stuff, and we'll make sure you guys are...
So we'll have maybe 2 people for that. I'm thinking Deja and Alfred. We just left SMU. We got to see the footage that Alex made, or I guess the marketing signage. Looks really good. I would say, Alex, you're pretty happy with the result?
Oh yeah, it looks really good.
I'll be there in 2 weeks for the SMU TCU game, so that's exciting. And now we're getting some tacos at Velvet Taco. If you guys haven't been, it's good. It's not great, but it's good.
Quite the Airbnb.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
I think we have a new policy, no Airbnbs when we travel.
So what did it end up being? Like, did they refund or?
I don't know, I'm gonna ask Deja. So the story is, these guys went out to San Francisco, they met with the VIP client, had a good time, I assume?
Man, great time.
I get a call at like 3 in the morning, which means it's 1 in the morning in San Francisco. And they're like, hey, we can't get into this Airbnb, there's no lock, there's no code, no access.
Nothing. Pitch black, driveway full of cars. In the instructions, it said there would be a keypad. No keypad on the front, not even on the second door behind the screen door, not even on the side.
It also looks weird when there's 3 guys at 1 a.m. at night circling a house trying to get into it.
Right? I was waiting for somebody to turn on the light, come out, just like, you know.
Yeah, and usually we do hotels, but San Francisco, it's tough to get a hotel when we booked the last minute. So we wanted somewhere where you, Matt, and Jai all had their own beds, their own rooms. So a house naturally is the best fit, but it didn't end up working out.
Not at all.
You used your sales technique to knock down that hotel price.
Yeah. It was like 400 something. I was like 300 was all it.
Bro,
and it was like 2 a.m. So she's like, no, like 350. I was like, no, we'll do it.
You get a new watch?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, about
Check this out.
Look at this.
I'm not much of a Daytona guy.
What do you got here?
It is the 116503 two-tone black dial. It's a 21 complete set.
That better not be a consignment watch.
No, I bought it with them.
See?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, my gears are turning here. That better not be a consignment watch.
No, it is a personal watch.
So you're doing the Vic Berry, huh? You're buying it personally, and then you're just gonna flip it and then get a new watch in 2 weeks?
Yeah, kind of. Well,
wait. The viewers, you had a Pumpkin Doll Submariner that you got engaged in. Then you traded out for a vintage Pepsi.
They're gonna eat me up.
What do you have now?
that was that last video.
So I got a smooth bezel Jubilee wobbling. Deal's fine me. I mean,
What were you telling me yesterday? You were literally telling me I think I need a new watch. So that's not going to be on the next episode.
Now, what do you get trading that for?
so we came across the dark side of the moon. And
Dude, this guy's not going to rock an Omega. This guy, you give him an Omega, he's going to have it for literally 5 days. Over under, he has this watch at the end of the month.
That's a long time from now. It's the 7th.
Jimmy recently bought me like a lot of props to use just to kind of get more creative with all the watches that are coming in. I showed you guys earlier the Dark Side of the Moon Omega that we've got right here, and I'm kind of creating like that moon surface down here with some rocks. Then we've got, you know, these other blade, or these other rocks that are like super sharp and really cool, and they just fit the aesthetic. So yeah, this is just kind of part of the process behind the creative photography.
My name's Jai. Mark, nice to meet you. Sweet, so show me what you got here.
Just want to get this one polished. Got this in high school as a graduation gift, and got this as a different graduation gift, so.
Alright, pretty big step up.
Definitely want to keep that one.
You want to take a look at the Tag Heuer. This is the Aqua Racer, and then it looks like it has the quartz movement. I just sold my buddy one of these, but I got him like the caliber 5 one.
Yeah.
With the little yellow accents on it.
Those look good.
Yeah, it's a cool piece. So you just want to get this just
clean up and polished, and then I'm gonna see if y'all have. I'm just looking because like I said, gift, and then I want to buy my own Datejust here within the next about month and a half.
Yeah, do you want to see what we got in our showroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll show you around. Take a look at this one. It's one of my personal favorites. It's the 126334, the black dial Jubilee fluted. But are you looking for a specific dial color?
I have, since I have this black, I was looking maybe for a white one, and the Jubilee band is a must. What are these going for now? Still at around retail plus taxes?
Yeah, it's like about a few thousand over for Jubilee. So fluted is going to be obviously the most expensive. I think at retail after tax you're walking out with like 11,000. And then we have this one here, 13.5. I'm pretty sure I can get to you for 13.
Okay.
So it's like $2,000 over retail.
I was also looking at the Explorers.
I just sold one of those actually. It's a really cool piece. So this one's kind of unique. I don't know if you know your references all that
well. Not necessarily numbers. I know a good amount about the watches.
It's the 216570 reference, which got discontinued in 21, but this one actually has the new card. So only a handful of them actually.
A lot thicker than I thought it was. Do y'all sell silicone bands at all? Because I probably, if I did something like this,
it actually comes with one.
Huh?
Yeah, it's funny you said that. It does. Yeah. It has a white silicone band, and that one's up there for 13,000. It's pretty much new. I mean, the guy wore it for a little bit.
Yeah, it has little to nothing on it.
Yeah, the bracelet has like almost nothing because you put the silicone band on there, so that has a little more wear. So the bracelet's pretty much brand new.
I'm torn in between this or a date. I just love the Jubilee band. For me is kind of like a Rolex. Like that's a My dad had one growing up. I was like, that's that band is it. So
yeah.
Did your dad's just have a white dial?
So he actually he is an attorney, and he bought all of his brother's Datejust, and then he himself had a presidential. So he decided he got the little step up from that.
Yeah. And then he gifted you that?
Yeah. So I got this. I graduated 2020. And then I'm going to law school, so he got me this.
Anything else you want to look at while we're in the showroom?
No, but I definitely, my next piece, I'm going to come in and grab it from y'all.
I'm going to get you a price real quick.
Sounds good.
On what the polish is. Yeah. So it's going to be $175, and we'll get the whole thing cleaned up for you. Does that work?
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah, done.
Send me the invoice, and then
yeah.
Cool.
All right, we'll get you the invoice out. It's going to be about 5 business days for us to get it in and out.
I live a couple blocks away, so.
Bro, I'll just basically text you when we get it back.
There we go.
If that works, and you just pick it up whenever it's convenient. This is the complete set, right? Everything you need is just on here?
Yep.
Cool. All right, man, we'll get that looking brand new for you.
Excited for it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Look at all the watches that came in. We had 25 or so watches that came in. He's shooting, I think maybe half of them right now. How you doing today, man?
Good, man.
Busy?
Oh yeah.
Busy. We got some Zeniths, Bransecos. Ooh, so we got a rose gold Yachtmaster that came in. Which watch you taking?
I think this one, Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon? When I say taking, I mean buying, since
Buying.
we don't wear consignment watches.
Buying.
But actually, we own a couple of these. Looks like a busy day for you, man.
Yeah.
Alex, no kidding, you're buying the Omega?
Hey, you know what he told me today? He told me that he's officially paid off every single debt that he has. So he's a new man, he's debt free, and I think you should congratulate yourself by getting into debt by buying a watch. Did you get product photography of everything?
Yeah, so we've shot everything that's on the table for products, so all these will be up on the website probably within the week.
Have you done creative?
And then I'm moving over to creative right now.
Did you get the two that I said over here?
Yeah. I've got every single one that's been brought back here. And I also need the other 8 or 9 that we shot this morning for creative.
I'll bring that over. Let's hold off because I think we still have another 10 watches that need to be shot, but let's say that for Thursday.
You see his face?
Yeah, when I said we're buying and taking in consignments,
Jimmy's not joking.
they're coming in. I think we bought, I want to say like 12 or 13 watches this week. Granted that it's Tuesday the 13th. Yeah, 13 watches in 2 days. It's not bad. All right, well, I'll go bring some watches over.
Okay guys, so we're gonna get Grimaldi's for lunch. What kind of pizza does everybody like?
Pretty much anything, just no mushrooms on the pizza.
I like sausage, pepperoni, red sauce. If you like white sauce.
You can put anything on it. We have this pizza in Connecticut that I know I'm gonna get some flack for, but if anybody's out in the northeast, like that New England area, you go to Pizzetta in Mystic, Connecticut, called mashed potato pizza. It has no sauce or anything. It's just like a baked potato. Instead of sauce, it's mashed potatoes, and they put like the chives, bacon, sour cream on it.
It's almost like an open-faced pierogi. That's the vibe I'm getting. And I like pierogies, so this could be good.
But it's on like pizza dough. I'll always be an advocate for Connecticut having the best pizza.
I'll probably order it within the next half hour. I got a few more people to ask what they like, and it's right down the street.
So I got something pretty cool going down this morning. I have a client named Evan. He lives up in New York, and he actually works with the NYPD. And he just bought his first Rolex, which congratulations to you, Evan, that's awesome. But instead of us just shipping the watch to him and him picking up from FedEx and things like that, what he decided he wanted to do was fly into Texas and meet us here in Dallas and get the watch hand delivered to him. So currently I'm driving to Irving, Texas to pick him up from the hotel. I'm gonna bring him to the office. He's gonna be able to meet the crew, and then we're gonna get the watch sized up to his wrist, and he's gonna have the watch right then and there. But yeah, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. There's nothing quite like filming while driving through the streets of Dallas. The streets of Dallas are pretty intense to drive in. It's like a little racetrack. Yeah, I'm just, hopefully I make it to you, Evan. Currently racing this Porsche 911 right here. We're gonna see if we can get him on this Apex that's coming up. Looks like we got a little right-hander. Yeah, he's sticking with it. 4-cylinder Tacoma. First, I don't know, what is that, a 6-cylinder 911? Pedal down, pedal down. Oh, what? Tacoma Guinea taking victories left and right. I want to give the audience a quick chance to guess. What do you think Evan is buying for his first Rolex? I'll give you one hint. The watch is discontinued, and it's obviously a Rolex. I'll let you go from there. Leave it in the comments down below what you think his first Rolex is. What's up, man? How's it going, bro?
That's awesome, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Good. Yeah, so quick, introduce yourself real quick.
Guys, I'm Evan. I flew all the way out here from New York. I'm originally born on Long Island. I'm stoked to meet Jai and the team, and I can't wait to get this journey started today, bro. I'm super pumped up right now.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, just casually got the matching Yeezys.
So this is what we do. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? He's like East Coast to West Coast. So being here and like seeing it in real life is so sick.
Yes, this is our little entryway.
Dude, this is dope.
Got the Grand Caliber up in there.
Dude, I'm so excited.
So we're knocking out a little trade-in. So what do you got for a trade-in?
It's a 2021 Breitling 44-inch Endurance Pro.
Okay.
I've had this watch for so long. Full complete set,
Is this
box
one
and
right here?
papers. Absolutely. I've had that watch forever, but it's time to upgrade and move on.
Yeah.
And then I also have another Endurance Pro 44 brand new. I haven't decided yet whether that's going to lead me or not, but let's see what happens. I love it.
So we'll take this in. So this is the trade-in that we did on this Breitling. I'll let you unbox it.
Are you going to let me unbox it?
Yeah, that's all you, man.
Let's see what we got.
Nothing quite like unboxing your first Rolex.
God.
Yep. Just like that. Let me know what you think.
Oh, man. What a beaut.
Yeah?
That's super clean.
Yeah.
Super dope. 2020.
Rolex OP. It's the 114300. The rhodium dial.
What a beautiful timepiece.
Gorgeous, right?
It's
Get
for
it
you.
sized up on your wrist, bro. That should be just one link off. I'm gonna pop that off real quick.
Ow. Always getting injured, man. Beautiful.
Does that fit right?
Fits exactly where it should. Wow.
Tuck this back here. So you want a drink?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So what are you thinking? You
Let's
want
put this back.
Casamigos?
Go with Casamigos.
Got you a cup for a chaser.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a little brutal. Nothing like shots at 10, 15 in the morning.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that at
There's
all.
nothing wrong with it. Celebrate new relationships and accomplishments. There's nothing wrong with it.
Evan here is gonna enjoy his day.
Perfect.
He's about a shot. He's in Dallas for the day, or until tomorrow, so you might as well get your day started with a
John,
little
I appreciate you and I appreciate everybody.
That's your chaser though.
Guys, here's the health, wealth, and happiness. Chase your dreams.
Let's
John,
go.
Thank you.
Yep. How is it?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. That's what I love. Alright, show me the wrist. Yo, here we go.
Can we get a nice
So
wrist roll?
Oof. A clean OP. That is his watch, his very first Rolex, correct?
Very first Rolex.
Yep. Let's go.
No better place than Grand Caliber, guys.
Exactly.
Check it.
I don't know if you guys remember when we were in San Francisco and I told you I was going to have a conversation with Alfred and this boasting that he was doing. But just look at this right here. I want you to look at something. Y'all see that? Y'all remember the big lead that I was saying he had? So they, at that time, were about 15 to 20K ahead of us. And now we done closed that gap to 300. So you guys stay tuned because we're going to win this.
Pizza for lunch. So today we went to Grimaldi's. We went to the one in West Village. We have a meat lover's pizza, a pepperoni pizza, and a prosciutto arugula pizza.
Yeah.
And a couple of salads so we can even it out.
Jimmy gonna make it?
Jimmy is not gonna make it. You guys know about our partnership with the Big 12, and so he is working on getting some marketing stuff together so that we can hang out at the game next weekend.
Time for a business update. You guys might not know this area. This is actually our outdoor patio. We haven't showed it in the last probably 4 or 5 months because in Texas, it is hot as hell out here. Now that September, it's starting to cool down, so it's a nice spot to come out and just take a deep breath. I do have a business update for you today. It's not the most fun, I would say. Little victories in business. We got ADP set up. Our team is actually clocking in, clocking out. They're able to view their paychecks online, able to see a little bit with more transparency what they're getting paid for. A lot of times you're selling watches and as a sales rep, you used to have to manually keep track or use the infamous spreadsheets to figure out what you were selling and what you should be paid on it. We have that streamlined into ADP. People watching are probably like, yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all, but honestly, it's the little things in business that when you accomplish it, it's like, huh, one less thing on your plate. So we are about a week away from Salesforce now. We're starting to test it. I know there's been a lot of clients reaching out and sometimes we might not get back to you. That's not a fault of the sales reps. That's more, again, our CRM that we were using was a beta CRM. So sometimes it doesn't assign the right sales rep and then they don't see it. We did get some temporary apparel shipped to us. We're actually gonna be hosting an event at SMU next week. It's gonna be the Iron Skillet. Again, I know a lot of our viewers are from abroad. It's a college school, SMU, who's playing their crosstown rival, TCU. It's gonna be a sold out game. We're gonna have a display case in the suite where all the businesses or higher clientele. So we got some polos for our staff to wear to really brand the company. So that was exciting. We got that today. We got one of those, you know, those red carpet banners with it's like a banner when you go to the red carpet, you take pictures. Yeah, we got one of those with Grand Caliber on it for that event. It's been a lot of taxes as well. 2021 was a lot to sort out. Things could have been definitely better in terms of how we went about record keeping. And so for you guys that don't know, September 15th is typically the deadline when people file an extension. So we filed an extension, been working around the clock to get that done. We reviewed the sales commissions, we got that finalized, employment contracts all buttoned up, reviewed our consignment and purchase agreements, got that all legally cleaned up. There's some things that I didn't like about it in the past. So again, it's not the most exciting thing, guys, but it is what happened this week. That is not an American Airlines plane, so not my personal favorite. But yeah, guys, it's not exciting, but these are things that you have to do to protect the business, making sure that you're filing for Nexus, making sure you're filing your taxes and doing it correctly, making sure you have employment contracts in place, making sure that team members can clock in, clock out, record their time, record their pay. Something that we've been trying to figure out is employee reimbursement. If you guys don't realize, you know, when our team goes and travels, sometimes they are using their own credit card to front some of these purchases. Well, I found out that I can't just simply reimburse them because it's going to show up on their 1099. You actually have to define, you know, what is going to be reimbursed. You have to have a plan established for that. So that was a big discussion this week. Again, it's not the sexy things, but it's really the foundation of the company. Another day in the life of being at Grand Caliber. Do you mind taking a day off sometime the week of, not next week, but the week after to work a Saturday potentially?
Is it not next week? I'm gonna be.
Not next week, the week after.
That's in the first. I could probably do that.
I need you or Marco or Alfred or Vic. We're gonna set up a display at the game in the
Oh, that sounds fun.
So we'll probably bring some watches in there and set it all up, and then we just need yourself and then some sales rep to be there. I think honestly, operations should be in the back room back there.
Right, we need more where they are.
No, where I'm at, like in that office space.
Got a bunch of watches to look at today. So we got a big package here from one client that traded in 4 watches for 1 piece, so I'm gonna have to go through all of these. Obviously authenticate them, make sure everything matches up. Mostly I'm looking for the papers, serial numbers matching, that's first thing. Second thing, authentication, make sure all the dowels, bracelets, all that stuff looks good. We'll start with the Daytona. Feels heavy, so I like the start of that. I'm just checking the dial, make sure it's a factory dial versus an aftermarket, because you know a lot of times people could have swapped over the dial because they wanted a different look, and then turns out the dial's aftermarket or refinished. I mean, you know, situations like that will devalue a watch. On the right watch, it could devalue it tremendously. I mean, this one looks okay. I don't see any issues here. You'll see dealers do that sometimes. Whenever they're checking a watch, and basically what they're looking for is make sure there's no slack. So another thing I like to do is when watches come in, they're pre-owned, I like to count the links. Because I can't see the serial number at the 6 o'clock like a modern watch, I have to take the bracelet off and verify that this matches this. Because a lot of times, believe it or not, I've seen situations where they don't match, and that is a big problem. We match. We're good there. So I would say this watch is pretty much good to go. So here's a good example of when you know something comes out of the gate incorrect. 118239 D serial, so this is going to be a custom watch because the dial is not matching what's on the paper. So it'd be rhodium with diamonds, and we've got black with diamonds. So that tells me the dial's been changed, and just based off the look of this watch, obviously you can see that it's got diamond lugs, a larger diamond bezel, diamond dial. If this was a factory bezel, factory lugs, it would have a unique reference number to match that. Yeah, 100% aftermarket dial. The crown's a dead giveaway. Yeah, diamonds are good. Factory Rolex bezels, you'll see fluorescence in the bezels. But yeah, this one's obviously all aftermarket. We got P263440.
I'm seeing D873450.
Oh, mismatched papers. These don't match. No good. So this one, I'm just gonna verify movement. Papers don't match. Definitely wanna make sure there's no red flags with the whole watch itself, but I think it's okay. 3155. So that's normal. Movement looks good. Everything else checks out. I bought the watch knowing that it had the aftermarket setup. Everything else kind of checks out. It does have the newer style buckle, but it is a P serial, so it actually should have the older style buckle. So the band may have been upgraded on the watch at some point. That is a factory dial for sure. Let's make sure the serial numbers match because we are kind of on a bad streak with papers right now.
Bingo.
All right, thank God. And that is the old style clasp on the 118239, which is a Y serial. That is a year where they were kind of transitioning from this style clasp to the newer, heavier style clasp. The last watch you just saw, the 118239, has a newer clasp. So you can see that's where things started changing for Rolex. 116520 came in, pre-owned. Looks like it's never been polished. This has got the newer style buckle. Cool, so that one's easy. So the reason I didn't pop the bracelet on this watch is because it's a later model, random serial bezel engraved, so I can just look at the serial number real quick and check that and make sure it's good. If I open the buckle, the recessed center portion on an older Daytona, right when they went to the newer buckle, from the old previous generation buckle would have the, you know, recessed sandblasted center, whereas the new ones have the recessed high polish center. So everything is consistent with what I'm looking for on this watch, so that's good. These, they can definitely fake the crap out of these. I've seen tons of these being faked.
That's the holy grail for fakes, yeah?
I would say it's probably one of the most commonly faked watches is a sub, because everybody and their mother wants to wear a sub. Because it's a 2019, it's going to have the high polish center on the inner clasp, and it looks good. This watch is fine. Panda came in.
Sweet.
Ooh, this one looks weird. This dial looks not so good.
How so?
Two things. Actually, this is really starting to come alive. So this watch, the sub dials don't look the greatest. They kind of look thick. The hands don't look right. I mean, they look very flat. Yeah, wow. Okay, so the side of the minute hands are rough. Side of the hour hands are rough. It ain't looking too good. This is a Panda came in, but now it's kind of looking a little sus. Nah, it's just fake. I can just tell right away. Yeah, just opening the clasp, it just felt cheap right away. Oh yeah. complete fake. The way they lasered the crown on there, the word Rolex, it's laser etched. Okay, Rolex doesn't laser etch this part of it's actually stamped in. From what I understand, this watch came in because it was running slow and it's watch only. So I was like, well, there's a reason it's running slow. I hate to be the guy to call people and tell them shit like this because this sucks. When you've seen so many watches, you just know what the feel is. It's like you get accustomed to a certain feel and a certain way things work and flow. And this just goes against the flow of everything. Once again, laser etched. Okay, guys, Rolex does not laser etch serial numbers onto their cases. It is pressed in, it's stamped. As you guys saw, I was handling it, didn't seem right to me, and as soon as I dove a little deeper into it, I quickly realized this was not a real watch. It's just bad news. I mean, I hate telling people bad news on camera. It just sucks because everybody's been there at one point in their life where they made a big mistake they're buying too quick, they're moving too fast, and they get burned. I've heard many stories, even dealers at trade shows have bought these things, and these things have changed hands 4, 5, 6 times before the guy at the end of the line realizes he got burned, and now all of a sudden you got to backtrack 6 people deep, and then, who made the mistake? Because once it leaves a dealer's hands, most of the time people are trusting the person and they're not even looking at the watch. But this is why I'm very strict in Grand Caliber's procedures to check everything thoroughly.
Welcome back to, again, my favorite segment every single week, which is the Ask Us Anything. What do you got for me today, Matt? Actually, what do you have for us? Because it's no longer a me segment, it's an us segment, which I actually prefer.
Fran619 says, another great episode. Question for next week's video. What's everyone's favorite thing to do to blow off steam after a long week or just a hard day?
I currently play guitar. Some days I, practice for hours. Some days I just don't practice at all. But weekends I'm actually out on the lake, wake surfing. So I got into that this year. That's been really, really fun. And obviously it's a huge stress relief for me. It's a very, very good outlet. It's fun, it's physical.
I'm a car guy, so 100% getting behind the wheel and just getting out there, letting it rip, opening up those pipes. That is such a stress reliever.
Clearly, I'd like to golf every day, every morning before work. It just allows me to clear my head and think about what I'm going to do for the rest of the day.
Honestly, for me, it's just some type of TV or movie. I usually get home around 8:30. I'll watch an episode or maybe an hour, 2-hour movie. I pass out, I wake up at 4:30 and I start my day.
George Yang says, go after Airbnb. They'll have to reimburse you for the hotel costs.
We hope they do. We actually already reached out to Airbnb. The guys reached out the night that it happened, and we're still waiting to hear back from them. So fingers crossed we get our money back. I'm just glad the guys had somewhere to stay that night.
Kevin says, great episode, guys. Curious what all of your favorite airline is to fly on. For me, it's definitely American.
My 2 favorite airlines in the US are American and Delta. I used to fly Delta quite a bit. I moved to Dallas, and American Airlines is a massive hub here in Dallas. So I would say 9 out of 10 times I'm flying American. If it's something abroad, I would love to fly Emirates. I've never before. I've heard great things, but haven't had the chance to leave the country this year, so hopefully soon.
I guess my favorite airline is American Airlines because that's really the only airline I fly.
I personally haven't traveled too much in my past. When I do, it's the normal American airline. That seems like the go-to, always a pleasure.
I would say definitely American just because I've used it so much that I've built enough credits up there and the tiers, and they treat me well.
George Melendez says, a great video. I had a quick question. Do all employees get briefed about the possibility of being on camera before hiring?
We were all given a choice whether or not we wanted to be on camera. You guys see a lot of the team on camera, but we do have a few people who like to remain behind the scenes as well. So it's just everyone's personal preference.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we talk to our employees about. I don't think people realize our team is actually a lot bigger than what you see on TV or on your TV, on our YouTube platform. We have several employees who prefer to remain off camera. Not everyone wants to be on camera. It's definitely something you have to get used to. It's something that we talk about, and depending on the role, obviously sales, those folks usually have to be on camera, but for our operations team, there are several people who are behind the scenes and prefer to stay that way, and we respect that.
Derek T says, question, how often should you service or do maintenance to your watch?
I am kind of one of those people who say don't service it until it breaks. But if you wanted to put a time frame on it, I would say every 5 years.
My philosophy with this, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Typically, Rolex recommends every 5 years to do a service, but if I like to tell people, man, if it starts losing time, then I would take a look at servicing it. But otherwise, if it's telling time and there's no issues and there's no obvious tells that it needs a service, just wear the watch, enjoy it, and wait till it breaks.
Alistair Mills says, question, if you were to design your own watch, what would it look like?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what it would look like. I know that it would be stainless steel. I know that it'd probably be a blue dial of some sort. I love complications, but I don't know exactly which ones I would have. Probably not a tourbillon. That's a little too much for me, but I do like things like a moon phase, dates.
Obviously, it would take some inspirations from my favorite brands, RM, AP, maybe throw in some nice dress wear watch like the FP Journe or something, and just try to find some way to combine sports model with that professional model kind of look.
What would it look like? It would probably look like a mess to start off with. I've never attempted to design a watch. It would definitely be a chronograph, and it would definitely have vintage appeal, maybe pump pushers, but it wouldn't be a homage. I wouldn't make it look like another watch. It would just be something unique.
I would have to do something along the lines of an AP. I love the bracelet, the way it reflects. Something to do with open work. You know, I think it's just fascinating. Seeing the movement, seeing kind of what goes on, you know, on the inside, no matter where you're at, getting those angles. So AP bracelet mixed with a tourbillon, you catch my drift.
David says, best quote, boneless for all the children.
I think boneless wings are great if you want to be neat and you want to use a knife and a fork to eat your wings. But when I eat wings, it's supposed to be messy. You know, that's part of the reason you eat wings.
Mark Zen says, hi Marco, what is your opinion on the 16710 with the 3186 movement? I have an NOS one. Should I sell or keep?
Mark, that's a great question. In fact, I was just helping one of my dealer buddies buy one of these, but it in fact did not have the 3186. For you guys out there, the 16710 with the 3186 is the very, very last run of the GMT Master 2s. And what's going to be really cool about this watch is that it'll come with a card, 3186, and most likely an error dial. And the error dial on that is really just the stick dial where the GMT Master 2 is. So the 2 is just two straight up little lines. It almost looks like an 11 as opposed to the Roman numeral 2. That is a fantastic watch if you have one. If it was me, it would be an HODL watch. Otherwise, if you were to sell it in today's market, I wouldn't recommend it as the markets are kind of soft. That is definitely something to wait for the next peak.
Prakash Ravi says, not sure if you can answer this, but if an investor invests in Grand Caliber, what type of annualized return can they expect?
It really depends. When we're talking about an investment in Grand Caliber, it's not something where we just want a large sum of cash. It's not an equity investment either. Think of more on the terms of a line of credit. And for us, we want to see how much we can utilize that money. You know, if someone gives you $5 million, but you're only using $1 million of it, it's a waste of their money. So we're looking for a targeted number that we know we can maximize. And then the question is, how often can we turn that over within a month? If our average hold time on a watch is 8 days, well, there's a chance that we can turn that over 3, maybe 4 times in a month. So if you calculate it out that way, what we're projecting to investors would be somewhere between a 15 to 30% return. But that's solely dependent on how often we turn over the inventory. So for example, if we do a line of credit where we do it for sourcing watches, meaning sold orders, we just need some capital to front some of those orders, there could be a percentage attached to that. It could be something where a line of credit for inventory where an investor gets a split profit of some percentage. But again, it comes down to just how often can that money work and turn over within the month.
Jagjit Johal says, question for next week. What do each of you think of the Explorer 124270? It doesn't seem to get mentioned on the gray dealer channels much, but the watch enthusiasts / review channels seem to love the watch.
I like the watch. It's a nice size. 39mm is kind of like a money size for me, at least, because I have pretty small wrists. So I like that and the 39mm OP. Those are phenomenal watches, especially for the price, because you can get either of those for roughly 10 grand and under.
This is a great watch. This is definitely a great entry-level quote-unquote sport model Rolex. I mean, it's a very, very simple watch with the, you know, attributes to being a sport model. But I think the reason it's not so widely traded among gray market dealers is simply because there's just almost no demand on our end for it. And I think it's a watch that a lot of people do get at retail if they want it, because we're actually not really paying much over retail for that piece anyways.
PGH Geo 816 says, why aren't you monetizing? I don't see the harm. I guess it could be thought of as double dipping in a sense.
You know, that's probably a question for our videographer, Matt, who's right behind the camera. I don't know. I've always said that our business is selling watches, not YouTube content creation. This is something that I think is a marketing with the YouTube channel. It's something that we enjoy doing, but at the end of the day, our main focus is on our business. We'll never do something that jeopardizes advertises our business strictly for YouTube. And therefore, I've never also been a fan of commercials. You know, I think people that are watching are genuine fans of the channel or prospective clients. I don't need to make money off of, I should stop saying we don't need to make money off of the YouTube channel. Again, it's just more of a marketing thing. I just also hate commercials. Maybe we do sometime down the road. I don't know. I'll talk to Matt and our team, but it's never crossed our mind. You know, every week I tend to say thank you for viewing our channel. Thank you to all the viewers out there for the support. This week, I want to do something a little different. Some of our team does watch the YouTube episodes, believe it or not. If they're watching, I actually want to thank our team. You guys don't understand how incredibly hard our team has been working. We're on pace for arguably one of the best months in the history of the company. When I say history of the company, I'm talking Grand Caliber and Gentleman Timepieces. We're on track to be probably a top 3 month of all time, which is incredible given that, as you guys know, when we split, we lost someone who was a huge part of the brand, someone who accounted for more than half of the sales. So for our team, our sales team to really come together and pick up that void, it's been incredible. I mean, these guys have been working extremely hard. Roxanne, Deja, Sutton, Trent, our operations team has been firing on all cylinders. I am incredibly proud of them. You guys might not realize this either, but most YouTube channels in the watch space have multiple videographers and photographers and editors. We got Matt. It's a one-man show back there. He is filming, he is editing, he is traveling. Matt, you're probably working 80, 90 hours a week. You know, this week I just want to thank our team. We're making tremendous progress. I can't be more proud of this team, and to do it with the team that we have under the spotlight that we have. There's a big spotlight on social media, whether it's good or bad on us. Everyone's always watching what we're doing and how we're doing it. So that's always a challenge for our team. Our team being fairly young with very limited capital, it's been incredible. So I want to thank all of our team here at Grand Caliber. I want to thank Marco. He's been a true leader. Again, you guys saw last week's episode where he and I stepped down as owners. We've gotten some comments about that, but at the end of the day, we're doing what's best for this company, and we really believe in this company. So I just want to thank the team here at Grand Caliber. I appreciate everyone, and thank you for working hard. I'll see you next week.